Chief and the Doomsday device.
What's happening, y'all? This is Chief Doomsday coming to you live from the epicenter, and welcome back to DoomTube ATX. For those of y'all who've been living under a rock, Fortnite dropped Chapter 6 Season 2, better known as LAWLESS, not too long ago, and spoiler alert, it's been a banger of a rollout. For today's video, I'm going to take a little bit of time to give my initial thoughts on the new season, some of the aspects and changes I've noticed, and I may even do a bit of speculation and or wishing about what's to come. Before I get started, however, I do have to take a moment and give thanks to everyone who's been supporting the channel thus far. I was taking a peek at my page, as YouTube creators often do, and I realized that not only are my music video releases all in the triple digits, but a couple of my videos have surpassed the 400 view mark. I know those aren't Burleezy, Mr. Beast, or Corey Kenshin numbers, but for a humble YouTube creator such as myself, every view, comment, and video like means the world to me. To see this level of interaction with my content not only warms my heart, but it definitely keeps me inspired to keep creating. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all. That being said, it's been a bit longer between uploads than my previously established pattern, and you can rest that blame squarely on the shoulders of the time I've spent playing LAWLESS this past week or so. The Daigo vs Shogun X live event that closed out Oni Hunters not only brought Jade back from the spirit realm, but it caused a spillage of gold onto the mountain just south of Warriors Watch. As the snow on the map melted during the course of the week-long run-up to the seasonal switchover, it was revealed that the mountain housed so much gold that it was literally visible on the face and sides of the mountain, revealing an incredibly unique natural kintsugi effect. During the same week, Epic Games took to undercutting the efforts of the leaker community by dropping a seasonal trailer and a battle pass reveal, all of which tied into the sudden rush of gold revealed as LAWLESS approached. Once update day arrived and passed, we were greeted with an interesting set of map changes. The previously destroyed Shining Span Bridge, a victim of the Godzilla update during Oni Hunters, was returned to completed and functional status, and a mansion was added to Mass Meadows, but for the most part, the northern, eastern, and southern areas of the map remain unchanged. The biggest changes, however, all happened on the western side of the map. Twinkle Terrace, Lost Lake, Night Shift Forest, Warriors Watch, and even a bird location disappeared. In their place stood a biome within a biome that housed 4 new locations: a day spa known as Outlaw Oasis, the Shiny Shafts Gold Mining Company, the Lone Wolf Lair that houses seasonal boss Baron Fletcher Kane, and last but certainly not least, the chaotic promotional linchpin known as Crime City. While many people were not a fan of how centralized the changes were, with quite a few being underwhelmed with the size of Crime City, I personally found the change to be both refreshing and unique. The refreshing aspect came largely from the aesthetics of this area, as much of Fortnite's recently enhanced natural look is given a golden cosmetic makeover, right down to the previously mentioned Kintsugi mountain ranges, a massive golden walkway, and a network of gold-infused rivers. The uniqueness aspect comes from the fact that stepping into this mini biome completely changes the look, feel, and tone of the gameplay. The weather becomes darker and more ominous. Many of the locations have their own musical score triggered by in-game events, and the stakes feel much higher as the level of combat and sheer desperation grow with so much gold and loot on the line. Much like Fortnite's penchant for leaning on aspects of OG seasons or Marvel collaborations, Fortnite has gained a reputation for what seems like rinse and repeat tight seasons on their face. And for many, the expectation was that LAWLESS would be more of the same. For my money's worth, however, Fortnite has found several ways to breathe fresh air into their heist dynamics. For starters, gone are the days of arriving at a location, eliminating a mini-boss, and picking up a vault card. These days, loot can be found at stationary locations such as mansions or the Crime City Bank, as well as the ever-moving convoy and train, and certain tools from the weapon pool are required to gain access to these stashes. Triggering a vault break-in attempt rains waves of guards onto you, and in some cases, Baron Fletcher Kane himself will even show up to defend what he feels is rightfully his, allowing you the chance to gain a boss medallion on top of loot, gold, and dill bits, Fortnite's new satirical in-game cryptocurrency. Taking part in these heist attempts takes what is usually an already hectic battle royale experience and ups the ante, creating not only a fight within a fight, but an advertisement for you and your squad to be third party, thus causing players to stay extra alert and on their toes. As previously mentioned, a few of the new additions to the weapon pool were made explicitly with the heist aspect of Lawless in mind. Two of the new additions to the massive Fortnite weapon cache are Thermite, a sticky explosive that causes lots of damage over an extended period, and the Plasma Burst laser, a strong plasma cutter that doubles as a steady damage weapon in a pinch. The Oni mask, both blades, the Furian Ranger ARs, Oni shotgun, Surefire SMG, hunting and explosive repeater rifles, railgun, and lock-on pistol were all vaulted. The Hollow Twister AR and Veiled Precision SMG were carried over, while the Collateral Damage AR, Falcon Eye Sniper, Mammoth Pistol, Striker Burst AR, and Sticky Grenade Launcher were all day one arrivals. The Kneecapper, possibly my favorite melee weapon since Nitro Fist, and Sub-Zero's combat kit were added to the melee weapon pool, while the Med Mist Grenade, Chug Jugs, Gold Chug Splashes, the Pulse Scanner, and Portacover Half Bunkers round out the remainder of the loot pool. It's still a bit too early for me to state a definitive meta as far as my loadout goes, but I try to definitely keep a Collateral Damage AR, a Kneecapper, and a Chug Jug on me if possible. The boons have also been updated, but unfortunately, I don't use them enough to give a shareable opinion at this time. Underground markets have also been added to the game, making the likelihood of purple level and greater weapons being on the map much, much higher. The reveal of a new Fortnite Battle Pass wouldn't be the same without complaints from the community, and like clockwork, the reveal of the Battle Pass was met with unbased, knee-jerk criticism. But again, for my money's worth, I've enjoyed the Battle Pass, and will likely use a number of these skins as I move forward with the game. Cassidy Quinn, the first skin players received, has a very cool look, and I love her card magic theme tied in with her duelist look. And the only honest knock I can make on her is the bulkiness of her twin sabers. Joss, Valentina, and Keisha Cross, our trio of heist-related ladies, are all 10 out of 10 skins for me, with Valentina's Ronald McDonald-esque yellow fit probably being the only style I won't be using. Baron Fletcher Kane has drip for days, and he is the first wolf to arrive during my play history that doesn't look overly cartoonish, making him a win in my book. My tolerance for both meme-based skins and food-based skins is normally low to non-existent, and yet, somehow, someway, Big Dill has won me over to the point that I find myself running match after match with him at times. Sub-Zero's addition as a level 100 skin was interesting, as I expected him to be part of a separate pass, but I honestly don't have any complaints about his inclusion. Early March will bring the arrival of Outlaw Midas, and based solely on looks only, I won't be surprised to see him flooding my lobbies in the near future. Several interesting quality of life changes were present with this seasonal shift that are definitely worth mentioning. The easiest and most noticeable change is the newly added ability to track multiple quests at once, allowing for players and gold junkies such as myself to do a bit more attentive and diligent work in their quest to stack XP. Speaking of XP, the previous season's attempt at restricting the flow of XP has been done away with the standard XP rewarding system seemingly being put back in place, much to the joy of many players who felt the previous adjustment was a blatant, not so cleverly disguised attempt to up their Fortnite crew retention numbers. On a side note in regards to XP, the milestones have returned this season, replacing the extremely specific and sweat level intensive expertise goals from Oni Hunters. One other change that hasn't really piqued my interest but has gained a following in the Fortnite community is the addition of moments. The ability to assign a song or a pool of songs to your skydives and your victory royales. I personally enjoy the calm before the storm that is jumping out of the battle bus and watching the ground rush towards you, but I could see myself implementing jam tracks into a Victory Royale shuffle pool at some point down the road. At maybe about 10 or so days into the season, I am definitely very happy with how things are progressing. With everything so fresh and new, I don't necessarily have a ton of speculative hopes or expectations at this time, and what has already been revealed or leaked for the season has me ready for more. The addition of Spike Spiegel and Faye Valentine was an unexpected but pleasant surprise, with the release of the skins living up to the lofty expectations that come with being associated to the masterpiece that is Cowboy Bebop. A drill bit that appears to be a reskin of the rocket ram has the community extremely curious, and the promised return of the business turret has my entire crew foaming at the mouth to rain down briefcase-based damage on any squad unfortunate enough to find themselves in our path. I'm sure that several nerfs and buffs will come in the upcoming weeks, but at this time, I really don't have any issues with the balancing of the season. You can definitely look forward to me putting in tons of hours into Lawless, and for those of you who follow me on Twitch, where you can find me under the name Chief Doomsday, you will definitely be seeing tons of gameplay streamed. If you're just as excited as I am to dive deep into the world of Lawless, or you just dig what we've got going on here at DoomTube ATX, please feel free to subscribe to my channel for more content. If you have your own initial thoughts on Lawless, want to add to something I mentioned, or you notice something I may have overlooked, don't hesitate to let us know in the comments. For those of you who've taken the time to watch this video, thank you a ton. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll do the same for myself.